Hi, it's Tanya here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm going to cut some front layers into my hair and I'm going to show you how I do that. So the first thing we're going to need, everything I use, I will list down in the description box below. I've got some hair clips here to hold back my hair. I've got my scissors from beauty supply store, Sally's, and I will put those down in the description box below, and a comb to help me separate. So the thing with the bob, the lob, you could call it, is that it's usually straight all the way down here in front, and it can tend to, for some people, not all people, for some people it can tend to pull you down. Like when I dry my hair, like it looks fine wet right now, but when I dry it, I've always been one of those people who look better with my hair slightly away and out of my face. That could be partially due to face shape. It could be just preference. But it seems like as I get older, things are starting to sag. And so lifting the hair away from the face, I don't know if you can see the difference even with this. See how like heavy it is? Like I've done a good job of like growing out my bang part here all the way down, because I used to have my bangs further back in the incorrect spot. And so see how that is on my face? Now watch when I pull my hair back, what happens? See that? It just kind of uplifts you. So if you have a lob or a bob or a bob of any length and you want that kind of lift up front, but you don't want to sacrifice your lengths in the back, because I have that cowl, I'm going to start separating my hair. Here, you start at the ear. That's your section. This is a section here. And you don't want to go into the back section of your hair. So a lot of hair cutting technique is really sectioning properly, because you just want this quarter right here. You don't want, in fact, what I should do to get even is I will do a center part first. That way we have equal amounts of hair on both sides of the head. And then I'm just going to section this off. So we're sectioning just above the ear there. I'm going to take a little bit bigger of a section just because. So it comes down to the ear there. See that section right there? And we're going to push this back, this stuff back. We're not touching any of the back. I want that all one length. The reason I want that one length is for two reasons. One, I don't have incredibly thick hair, so I don't have a lot of it. And two, I have that nasty cowl I showed you in the other video. And the weight of the hair helps to handle that. So I want all my weight in the back. I don't want any of the back cut. So I'm just going to put the back up all together. So see, I sectioned again on this side right there of the ear, and I'm just going to put all this in the back up. Okay, so that's out of our way. Now we have this, okay? Now we have our bangs, but we're not going to touch those either. So anything you don't want to touch, we are going to tie up and get it out of the way. A little clip there. Okay, good. Oops, that's not going to hold. All right. Bobby pin. Okay. So now we have these two sides, and this is what we're going to be working with. We're only going to be putting layers here. See that? We're not going to be putting, oh, I look like Pippi Longstocking. We're only going to be putting layers here. Okay, so I also want to go at an angle. See how my hair is almost, I'm going to go down here at an angle like this. So just to give some, and I'm just going to just graze it like that. See that? I'm doing a hair cutting technique. I call it ripping because you can hear the blades. These are very sharp scissors, and you can hear them just kind of going through there. So now I got, see that angle right there? That's what I wanted. I want a little bit more of an angle. And it's hard to do this on this side, so I can't, this is the downside of cutting your own hair. And if you don't feel comfortable doing this, I'm taking off that much there. Have your hairdresser do it, of course, as always. Just tell her you want some nice long layers in the front, and she or he will hook you up, I'm sure. So now I'm going to do, so notice that I'm not like going chop. I'm kind of I'm holding the scissors kind of halfway closed, and I'm kind of going down, and that kind of gives me like a staggered look. But now I'm going to go up and kind of clean it up a little bit because I see that it's a little too jaggedly, and I want to make sure that these 2 points here match on either side right there. These are the front sections. You want to make sure that your starting of your angle up here at the top matches this side, so they're both exactly the same, because if they're not, they'll be crooked. And then I'm just going to go in. Okay, now I'm going to take another section of my hair, this section here. I'm cutting this section into 2 parts. Here's this part, and I'm gonna, this is where the layering comes in. I'm gonna pull this out to the side like this, and get the ends even. Not liking how that's looking. That's a really even end there. I'm taking off a lot of hair. Let's see. And I'm just going to clip that off. There. And go over to the other side and do the same thing. It's good if you have like a sequence and you don't go moving too many places. You know, you do one side, then you do the other side, then you go back to the other side. And we're going to pull it straight out. This is how you lay your hair. Straight out to the wall. And there. Oh, taking quite a bit off, so we'll see what happens here. I hope I'm not messing this up. Okay, now I'm going to take the front section, and I'm going to do that as well. Taking it all the way out to the wall, straight. Trying not to take too much off, but it looks like on some sections I'm taking a little bit more. And I'm going to go this side here, get all the way out to the wall, and make it match the other section. All right, so now you can see the layers are starting to hang a little different. It's not so heavy. Just going to go in here and I'm going to chisel these a little bit just with the tip of my scissors. This is where you got to have really sharp scissors. Do not do this with cheap scissors. It's not, you have to have sharp scissors. I'm just going to go in here and rough up the edges a little bit, lighten them. This is what you do instead of thinning shears, because if you already have thin hair, you don't want to use thinning shears. But you can just go in, see that, and see how the tips are jaggedy? That's fine. You leave them jaggedy. You're not cutting them flat, straight. You're letting them, you want a wispy type of situation here. You want something free-flowing, lightweight, like that. See how the weight is off? See how the natural curl starts coming in here? All right, so that's how you do it. So I'm going to blow dry, and I will be back in a second and show you the finished product. All right, so this is what happened right after I blow dried. This is no styling, just my brush and my blow dryer. And so as you can see, my natural wave is there, but see how it's kind of holding it up off of my face a little bit. It's lighter here. It's heavier back here where I want it to all stay, but it's lighter up here. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind is if you, you could use this video in two ways. One of it, you can use it as an incentive to go to your hairdresser and decide to, you know, put some layers just up front, or you could try it yourself. It's not too difficult, but it can be. If I straighten this now, you're going to see the difference in how it hangs a little bit. It's not quite so heavy up here. And I like to do this and kind of push it back like that. But see, it gives me a little bit of a layer there so that the hair, see that? So that it goes down and up like that. So I like that. I like the long layers. The layers like don't start till about here. And I could go up a little bit higher, but I'm just going to keep it like that. But see, so it gives you a nice little wave up front, and it keeps it from pulling you down, dragging you down a bit. So that's what it does. So it's great. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will put more description of what I did down below in the description box. It's a little bit hard to explain everything. Like I talked about that one scissor position. I'll describe that a little bit more down below. Thank you so much for watching. Click subscribe, and we will catch you next time.